Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a good day so far. Still in Accra, Ghana, enjoying the weather, the activities, the people that I'm meeting as well. But obviously we've got the new year coming close, and I just wanted to talk about a few things. And the first thing that comes to mind is purpose. I feel like without a sense of purpose, without a sense of direction, without a sense of understanding as to what it is that you're aiming to do in life, or trying to achieve, then it's difficult for you to maneuver yourself. And this comes into play in all aspects of life. This comes into play when you're talking about your health, your finances, your social and romantic relationships, and all of these different things that make up you as an individual or form part of your life. So think about what purpose you're trying to deliver as an individual here on earth. Now, defining your purpose doesn't have to feel like some big difficult task. If you don't like the word purpose, choose another word. It could be ambition, it could be reason, it could be passion, whatever you want to call it. There needs to be something that you're working towards that helps you do the things or make the decisions that you need to make. And the reason I say this is because as human beings, and obviously there's been a lot of study around all of this stuff, we make decisions based on what we like and what we don't like, whether that's conscious or subconscious. So if you can start to define the things that you like and start to define the things that you don't like, then you start to align yourself to things that you may want to do, because you're not going to know straight away. Some people feel like they do, but I would argue some people make decisions disregarding any sort of consequences or regarding the consequences and just experimenting to see what happens. So you need to understand that life here is an experiment. We need to trial things, we need to test things in order to get to the next step. And the ultimate experiment is aiming to move closer and closer and closer to the purpose, ambition, desire, passion, whatever it is that you decide to choose. But it is a decision. About 40% of I think it's 40 or 60% of our decision making is actually habits, which means that we need to retrain and recondition and discipline ourselves in such a way in order for us to move towards the things that we want to move towards. Now, I've noticed this in human psychology, behavior, in different events, and I've realized that in order for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve, you need to do unnatural things. And I was talking to Stephanie about this and my sister about this, and you always hear this phrase: behind every successful man is a successful woman. And in order for that to be the case, there needs to be a level of commitment and understanding that the two need to have. And whether people agree with this or not, a relationship is not necessarily natural. Most things aren't natural that we do, but it's those unnatural things that allow us to do great things. And you have to understand that. You have to do things that goes against the norm, because natural is based on habits. Okay, normal is a different story, but natural is based on habit. Things that we've done again and again and again that has been infused into our cultural DNA or our cultural mindset or psychology. So you have to do things that overcome these unnatural, or so should I say natural, tendencies. Okay, but it starts with purpose. Because if you know your purpose, if you know your ambition, if you know your desire, then you're more likely going to walk into the next year with a certain vim and vigor, because you've made decisions as to what you need to do. You start thinking about the qualities that you need to have. You start thinking about the characteristics you need to have. You start thinking about the tools and resources you need to have. You start thinking about the people you need to have in your life. You start thinking about the environment that you want to be in, because you've decided an ambition or purpose that you want to have. It's so key and it's so important, because without it, you're lost. And that's the difference between a man or woman who walks into a room with an air of confidence or attraction, should I say, as opposed to somebody who doesn't walk in with that same air. Of course, everything is in context, but you get the general picture. You need to be that person who's walking confidently towards the thing that you want to walk towards, because they say, as it is in one's mind, it is out in reality. Okay? It's that simple. And I'm saying it's that simple because it is that simple. The reason why you don't think it's that simple, some of you, is because you don't make it that simple. One thing that I've been aiming to do, at least in the past 3 to 6 months, is living in the moment. And I tell you, it works. And it may come across as elusive or carefree, but really and truly, It's just accepting a situation or situations as they are now, and being present. You know, being present really means not thinking about the past, not necessarily even thinking about the future, but just thinking about what currently is happening right now, or just being. It's not necessarily thinking, it's just being in the moment, being the present person. Because once you understand how this universe works, once you understand how time works, once you understand how people work, once you understand how things like the law of attraction truly works, then you're more likely to draw positive and practical things into your life so you can start shaping it the way you want to shape it. But it starts with purpose, it starts with being in the moment, and it starts listing and deciding the things that you want to have in your life. So hopefully this has given you some sort of theme for what you need to go into for the next following year. When I've picked off different themes for different years, they have really shaped what it is I'm aiming to do. I might hang around with the same theme for this year because I feel like it's necessary. It's been honest impact, i.e. being honest to myself and being honest to other people, whilst making an impact not only to myself but to other people's lives. But it's truly understanding what it is that I'm aiming to do. So use this video with inspiration, motivation, but practical advice for you to understand what you need to do going forward. Decide your purpose, decide your ambition, decide your desire, and decide that you're going to be present in the moment so you don't get distracted by things that are not important. Anyway, I hope this has served you well. Take care, God bless. Don't forget to subscribe and check out more videos, and understand, reach, and expand. Happy New Year.